Is it possible for a complete beginner in real estate to make $32,000 in less than 15 days without needing a real estate license, needing a ton of startup capital, or even doing any repairs? Well, the answer is actually yes, and in the next 30 seconds, I'm gonna show you exactly how I did it. Step number one, I had to find a rundown property just like this one. Step number two, I called up the owner of the property and asked if they'd be interested in getting a cash offer for it. They said they were, and even though the property would be worth close to $400,000 if it'd been all fixed up, they were willing to sell it for a discount of $253,000. Now keep in mind, I did not actually have to pay this $253,000 because it's not due until after this 15-day inspection period. The only money I had to pay, which is completely refundable, was this $100 earnest money deposit. Now, instead of inspecting the property during these 15 days, I found a rich real estate investor who's willing to buy the exact same property for $285,000 plus all the closing costs. So on the close of escrow date, that guy deposited $285,000 plus the closing costs to a title company's bank account. The title company gave the $253,000 I originally agreed upon with them to the seller of the property, and they sent me a wire transfer for the difference of $32,000 in pure profit. I have done this exact strategy hundreds of times in over half the different states in the United States. And if you want to find exactly how I'm finding these rich real estate investors and these rundown properties, just comment the word training down below and I'll send you a free video showing you exactly how I do it. And by the way, you don't need a real estate license to do this because you're not actually representing anybody in the transaction. You're simply going to the seller, telling them you're interested in buying the property, and then selling the right to your contract to somebody else. It's not a commission or anything like that. You're just an investor. You don't need a lot of startup capital because your only expense is the earnest money deposit, which is completely refundable. And what I mean by that is, let's say you can't find a buyer to buy the property during your inspection period, you can cancel that contract for free and they have to send you your EMD back. And finally, you don't have to do any renovations to the property. All you're doing is finding the good real estate deals for these real estate investors who don't have the time to go ahead and find all these properties, negotiate the prices, and get the contract signed.